Anyway, you're about to have an interview with the principal. Screw this up and he can turn you down for admission, just like that.
What's this? So you're not the boss? Any hierarchy other than strength is worthless. I do owe you a big favor, though. Once I make this punk's body my own, you'll be the first one I kill.
It's my honor to be targeted by Sukuna himself.
This guy is really that famous?
Ryomen Sukuna is an imaginary fierce god with 4 arms and 2 faces. In the golden age of Jujutsu, sorcerers gathered all their might to challenge him, and failed. Without a doubt, he is the king of curses.
You're late, Satoru.
Principal Masamichi Yaga.
Yuji Itadori! This is an honor!
What are you here for?
An interview?
But why Jujutsu High?
To learn Jujutsu?
I mean beyond that. What do you hope to find once you've studied curses and learned the art of exercising them?
It was my grandfather's dying request of me. I just want to save who I can.
Dying wish? You're saying you'll fight curses just because someone else told you to do that? Insufficient.
That's not a doll! It's alive!
In a way. They're corpses. Dolls that I've infused with my curse. A person's true nature reveals itself during a crisis. I'll keep attacking you until I get an acceptable answer.
Look, man, it wasn't just someone else. It was my grandfather's dying request! The light! What the? Where is it?
Family's still just someone else. A Jujutsu sorcerer constantly faces death. And not just their own death. Sometimes you must ignore the victims and rend the flesh from those who the curse is murdered. It's an unpleasant job. You do this because someone else told you to? Don't make me laugh!
Oh, screw you!
Are you going to blame your poor grandfather when you get killed by a curse too? It's not easy to imagine how you'll feel on the verge of death. However, I can say one thing for certain. At the rate you're going, you might end up cursing your beloved grandfather for his dying wish. Jujutsu sorcerers never die without regret. So I'll ask you just once more. Why have you come here to Jujutsu High?
As a kid, I was always better than most in sports and in fights. But never once did I think, this is something only I can do. Never. Consuming Sukuna is something only I can do. So even if I could escape my death sentence and run away from this responsibility, then someday I'd be eating food, taking a bath, or reading manga. And the moment I stopped to think, I'd go, oh, I bet that right now somewhere out there, someone is dying because of Sukuna. But that doesn't concern me. It's certainly not my fault. You expect me to tell myself that? Well, I refuse to do that. I don't know how I'll feel when I'm dying, but I won't regret the way I lived.
Satoru, show him to his door. You're admitted. Welcome to Jujutsu High.
You know, there's no real reason for you to go fight at all. Fushiguro and I could retrieve Sukuna's fingers.
I said I'd do it, and I will!
Yeah, but you wouldn't have refused to fight. I already knew that.
Huh? That was a test?
If the fingers were that easy to find, don't you think we'd have collected them already? The Sukuna within you will try to regain his power, and that will lead us to the fingers. You're both vessel and locator. We won't get very far without you.
You're next door. Hey, Fushiguro! Wow, you look all better now.
And together, we're heading out tomorrow! We're going to go pick up the third and final first year.